Hey now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey now, hey now. Hey now, hey now, and hey now. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Line Talk 99.5 and talk995.com. Finding out just moments ago, according to court documents, the big basketball tournament's coming up. I guess does that start tomorrow or does that start Thursday?
It starts Thursday.
They don't have the playing games tomorrow, and then the main tournament.
Probably the
starts?
playing games tomorrow because
Yeah.
the tournament actually starts on Thursday.
Well, or do you have? If I send you a link, do you have the ability to print off a bracket that you can maybe fill out? Yeah. I mean, I guess you don't have a lot of time, so maybe you need to fill it out when you get to North Carolina.
Yeah, maybe I can do like the Wednesday ones.
Yeah.
And what I can do is when I get it filled out, I can send you a screenshot.
I always say just wait for the playing games to be over. I think.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
that'll work. I'll be able to do that.
So then when you get Thursday morning, you can just fill it out and then send me a picture of it. Because
Yeah.
it's going to be me versus you versus Damien. And then I'll see if Trish wants to get in on it. But I'm not making a
No
bet like we
bets.
did last
Yeah.
time. No way, Jose. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because court documents have come out on that Alabama player. What was his name? Aiden Holloway. He's Alabama's second leading scorer, and he got arrested for weed the other day, right? Turns out he had over 2 pounds of weed.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's enough to roll about 2,000 joints or maybe 1,700 blunts because he probably doesn't smoke joints. Let's be honest. Not to stereotype here or anything, but he's probably a blunt guy. It says court documents reveal Alabama guard Aiden Holloway had marijuana hidden in a backpack, suitcase, and other places in his residence. I mean, it sounds like you're selling, honestly.
It really does.
I don't know that you can have over 2 pounds of weed and not be selling weed on campus.
Dude, that may be it for him.
Which is crazy because I don't know what his NIL deal is, but if he's the second leading scorer, he's making money.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
I mean, he could end up in prison.
well, he's been removed from campus, and he's not going to. It says, according to a statement from UA Athletics, he will not play in the Crimson Tide's first round NCAA tournament game. Why would you say he's not going to play in the first round?
I know. I mean, I love the Tide. I really do. But you can't let that go.
Well, he's been removed from campus, so I got to
Yeah.
imagine he's not playing at all. But
Man,
anyway,
what are they thinking?
Trish says, "Why do you have to talk about poop so much?" I hadn't talked about poop in this hour. It's a new hour.
In this hour.
I have wiped the slate clean. I have wiped the crack.
Okay.
Listen, I've had an upset stomach. Okay. All right. Would you rather me talk about rooster fish?
No.
I do have. I meant to screenshot the rooster fish explanation. Rooster fish on Urban Dictionary. I'm gonna send this to you real quick, John Bird.
Okay.
I want you to read it, not out loud, but I just want you to see the explanation that they give. God, this was posted back in 2003, so this is a term that's been around for a while, apparently. All right, sent to you. Pull that up. Again, do not read that out loud. I just want you to read it in your head and then give me your reaction.
All right. Let's see. All right. First one, roosterfish says that. Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah. Okay.
The example it gives, because it puts it in a
Okay.
sentence, and it says that guy is being. It says
Don't, Andrew.
Listen, it's just an example. It's basically the same thing we said. It said that guy is being a rooster fish, or I wish that girl was a rooster fish.
Come on, man.
This one said, man, my girl's a real rooster fish. She can suck the chrome off of.
I told you not to do it.
Trailer hitch was the last word.
Baby, all friends of mine.
And your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance with are no friends of mine. Hey!
Is this an Irish song too? They kind of sound Irish, don't they?
It does. I might play that.
You should.
It's
You should play-
Irishy sounding.
It is Irishy sounding. Anyway, moving on. Let me tell you about Chuck Davis. Maybe
Yes.
you are going to court with the FCC because you've said something inappropriate on the public airwaves, or maybe you're just getting a divorce and you need some representation. Chuck Davis is your guy. I mean, this is your guy. This is my attorney. He's helped me through a bunch of different stuff, helped walk me through it, help represent me, and get some resolutions to a lot of different things. And I know his work. I know how he cares about people. I know how he listens, how he gets your side of the story, and he gets to work for you immediately. And as any sort of attorney, and there's no attorneys out there that do everything, right? Everybody's kind of got their certain specialized, things that they do. And when it comes to Chuck, where he does a lot of things, if you have something that's outside his purview, he's got a community of the best attorneys out there where at the very least, he can send you in the right direction. So if you just simply need advice on what to do or what direction to go, you need to call Chuck and get with him. Wills, probate, contracts, all that needs to be done, get with Chuck. Personal injury like car wrecks, slip and falls, wrongful death, Chuck's got you. Just call him 205-823-9992. That's 205-823-9992. Online, chuckdavislaw.com. No representation is made that the legal services provided are superior to the legal services provided by other lawyers. So we were talking about, and I think Bubba brought this up when he called. He was talking about the overtaking of, I guess, the pushing of Islam in this country, or he's originally talking about in European countries, but it's happening here as well. If you remember, Texas has been in this big fight about this, Islamic mega city that they were trying to build, and the residents were pushing back on it, trying to stop it, because what they wanted to do in this mega city is they wanted to not just create this giant property, but govern themselves, such as govern themselves under Sharia law, which is not going to mesh well with American society. You just can't do that. It's like these people that get pulled over that are like, you can't give me a ticket. I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't get to follow your law. It's like, come on, dude. You just put your seatbelt on, please, and let's move on with our day. That's been happening all over the place. It was recently happening in Hoover. They were wanting to build this big Islamic center, and the community got together and pushed back and put a stop to it. As a matter of fact, the New York Times mentioned our friend Brian Dawson in one of their articles, saying that right-wing podcaster and CEO of 1819 News, Brian Dawson, when his Islamophobia stopped the Islamic Center from being built. Anyway, good job, Hoover, first of all. If you don't want something in your community, it is within the community's rights to come together and say, we oppose this. That's what they did. They won that battle. Good for them. I like to see communities speak out and stick up for one another. But that brings me to the fourth world, not third world, but fourth world Somali fraudsters and their ringleader, Ilhan Omar and Tim Walz. this is something that is not going away. While it was leading to headlines for a while until we attacked Iran, this is still a very big issue. And Donald Trump was in the White House, in the Oval Office yesterday, signing executive orders to make J.D. Vance the head of, looking and exposing the fraud, sending it over to the DOJ to have them prosecuted. And it's, people are getting prosecuted on the lower levels, the people that are committing the fraud. But we want to see prosecution from the people that were allowing it to happen. Not just it slipped past them or they didn't notice it. It was they allowed it to happen and were possibly very involved with it. That's where Ilhan Omar comes into play. Because remember, Ilhan Omar has allegedly created millions of dollars. She has gone to Congress with really nothing on a $170,000 salary and is now a millionaire because of a winery that she's got that nobody can seem to find. Not to mention, she seems to be in the country illegally by way of marrying her brother. Donald Trump brings that up yesterday in the Oval Office while signing those documents and said this.
I mean, it's got to be stopped. Think of it, Somalia is a third world, maybe a fourth world nation. One of the worst, one of the most dangerous. They don't have anything. They don't have councils. They don't have government. They don't have police. They shoot each other all over the place. They come here and they steal $19 billion. That's crazy. And Ilhan Omar, I hope this is part of it, but she married her brother, supposedly. I mean, there's a lot of documentation. That means she's here illegally and she's a congresswoman. And I hope you're going to be looking at that, or somebody is, all right? Because she's one of the ringleaders here. She's bad news, really bad news. She's so bad for our country.
Yeah, how about that, buddy? Get with it. J.D. Vance, get with it. Let's deport Ilhan Omar. Wouldn't that be fantastic? I'd be for that. John Bird would be for that. He hates Ilhan Omar.
I can stand. Oh, wait, she's Somali or whatever.
You think you can speak Somali? What do they? Did we ever find out what they speak?
Yeah, I think it's like an African kind of dialect. It's like wait, that sounds Chinese. That's there's actually a small Chinese section of Somalia. There's a lot of people there that speak Chinese Somalian.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was what I learned.
He also took shots at Gavin Newsom during that press conference as well, and talked about a tweet that was sent out by Newsom himself. Remember, John Bird, when he was talking in front of that black crowd to the black moderator, and he says, I'm not a smart guy. I can't even read speeches. I'm like you guys. I'm not that smart or whatever. You remember that whole thing? Because it was a very embarrassing moment for Gavin Newsom. He then took a lot of heat online for it and then took shots back at people. And I don't remember who he was retweeting. I think he was taking a shot at Sean Hannity, who had brought up what he said. And he says something along the lines of, how dare you make fun of me? I've been up against learning disabilities my entire life. I've been in a lifelong battle against being dyslexic. So Gavin Newsom now says he's dyslexic. Where we've heard, isn't this the Biden gimmick where he's like, I've had a stutter my whole life. Y'all making fun of me because I got a stutter. So Gavin Newsom now claims that he's been dyslexic his whole life. Trump was asked about it, and he couldn't help himself. He said this.
With a low IQ person, because Gavin Newsom has admitted that he has learning disabilities. Honestly, I'm all for people with learning disabilities, but not for my president. I think a president should not have learning disabilities, okay? And I know it's highly controversial to say such a horrible thing. The President of the United States, Gavin Newsom, admitted that he has learning disabilities, dyslexia, everything about him is dumb. But then he looked at the audience and said, but I'm smarter than you, or something like that. That was pretty similar. So now on top of everything else, I call him a racist because it happened to be a black audience. I will tell you this. I think it was the worst interview I've ever seen of any human being in my life.
He says, I'm all for people with learning disabilities, just not for my president.
Our Americans have the greatest learning disabilities in the world.
It's so good, man. It just gets better and better. But yeah, he was on fire yesterday, man. He was just taking shots at everybody. He also brings up Cuba, which I want to talk about when we get back on the other side. 205-545-9950. It's been floated out there, and I actually brought up Cuba yesterday before he even mentioned this. But we're moving closer and closer to action being taken on Cuba, and guess what? The Cuban people want it. UnderdogFantasy.com and the Underdog Fantasy app. As we were talking about the arrest that happened with the Alabama player That could give you some insight on how Alabama's first rounds are going to go. Here's my advice, though. Don't make picks on that guy because he's not going to be there. Since he got arrested, he's not playing. So if you're on underdog making picks, don't pick him. Pick some of the other guys. You can pick players from Alabama. You can pick players from Auburn. Is Auburn in the tournament, by the way?
I'm
Did they
not
make
sure.
it or no?
I'm not sure.
I don't think I saw them on there. Maybe they didn't.
Uh-oh.
Are they NIT this year?
Oh, man.
Well, even NIT, you can make picks on NIT games as well. Just any kind of sport that's out there that you can think of. The UFL, you've got, baseball, you got NBA, you got all kinds of stuff, man. Making picks, winning money, 100% legal in Alabama. What is there not to love? Download the app for free. Sign up, and when you do, use my promo code HeyNow, all one word, HEYNOW. I know there's a lot of you guys out in the audience that have done it already, but there are some of y'all that haven't, and you may say to yourself, well, that's not really my thing. I've never really done that before. I encourage you to try it. There's nothing forcing you to play, but at least sign up, use my promo code, and look around and see if it's something you like. Maybe share it with your friends as well and let your friends know. Use the promo code HeyNow because you're going to be getting bonus entries, $50 worth, as a matter of fact, when you use my promo code. So get on it, buddy. Underdog is where it's at. Download the app today and use promo code HeyNow to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code HeyNow. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 19 or older and present in Alabama. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit ncpgambling.org. Sorry, I got to remember. We got a new number on there, but I got you. 1-800-MY-RESET. That's where it's at, baby. So Donald Trump says that that he'll have the honor of taking Cuba. He said, whether I free it, take it, I think I can do anything I want with it. This was his comments from the Oval Office. Again, same presser yesterday. He had the media in there as he was signing executive orders when he was asked, I think by Peter Ducey, about the topic of Cuba.
I was just with a fantastic person who's Cuban and made a fortune in sugar. Fanjul family, right? And this family wants to go back to Cuba to visit it. They haven't been back in like 50 years or something. They largely come from Cuba. And we'll see what happens. They were asking me about that. They want to go back. Not only Fanjul, a lot of Cubans have said, oh boy, would they love to go back. I think Cuba, in its own way, if tourism and everything else, it's a beautiful island, great weather. They're not in a hurricane zone, which is nice for a change, They won't be asking us for money for hurricanes every week. But I think Cuba's see the end. All my life I've been hearing about the United States and Cuba. When will the United States do it? I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. That'd be good. That's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth? They're a very weakened nation right now. They were for a long time. Very violent leaders.
So there you hear it from Donald Trump. He said, hey, who knows? I may just take it. And I don't doubt him. All right. Now Donald Trump is speaking at the Friends of Ireland luncheon. How about that? John Bird is also going to play us a little ditty. And so maybe as we John Bird, do you need a couple minutes to get ready?
Yeah, give me a couple.
Okay, well let's go live to Capitol Hill where Donald Trump is speaking live.
Oh, and you mean business? And he can tell a story like nobody can tell a story. And then he said, how did you speak for almost 2 hours? A couple of weeks ago at a call, I'd called State of the Union. I said, you could do it very easily. I guarantee you that. He could do it. But we've had a really great relationship. And Mary, thank you very much. Terrific. Thank you very much to be with you both. Hope you enjoy your stay. Also with us is House Majority Leader Steve Scalise. Steve, great job. Deputy First Minister of Northern Ireland, and they get along so well. I saw that. You get along very well together. That's the way it's supposed to be, huh? I don't know if I should be promoting merger. I love mergers, but I didn't know. We're going to get in a little trouble. We're going to get in more trouble with that than the beauty. But Emma Little Pengali, thank you very much, Emma. Thank you very much. And the ambassador from the Republic of Ireland,
All
Geraldine
right.
Byrne.
So I'm going to go ahead and butt in
Geraldine,
now because he's just going to sit there and thank people. I bet the food there for that luncheon is amazing, though. Probably not as good as O'Sherry Pub, but, you know, there's the White House chefs. They got it going on. Those guys know how to cook. So John Bird wanted to, he came and asked me like a little kid. He's like, hey, do you mind if, do you care if we, never mind. I was like, what is it, John Bird? He's like, no, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. No, it's like, what is it? What do you want to do? You can do it. No, you can't just say I can do it. You don't know what it is, but it's not a big deal. I said, what do you want to do? He says, I want to play one of my Irish ditties that I'm going to be doing tonight at O'Sherry Island Pub. Which, by the way, 6 p.m., John Bird, O'Sherry Island Pub. Y'all get on down there. The address is 1095 Coosa Island Road in Cropwell. It's right there on the water. I know it's a little chilly, but I think you're going to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and it's mostly inside. I mean, they've got a deck.
Yeah, they've got the deck, which you're welcome to go out on them. I don't know if they might have heaters out there or something, but the inside is pretty big. And they've also, he said something about the crow's nest, which I guess is on top of the building. He said maybe we could do a show from there one day.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't check that out, but I'm going to try to check that out tonight.
Definitely.
So, y'all make plans to get on down to O'Sherry Island Pub and listen to this music from Johnny O'Carroll. Even though John Bird's not going to be there, he's going to play a song that Johnny O'Carroll.
Yeah, that Johnny O'Carroll, my cousin, would play.
Gotcha. And it's going to sound just like this, trust me.
Yes, it is, believe it or not. We sound a lot alike.
So on this St. Patty's Day, a little special John Bird plays the guitar for you. So John Bird, if you are ready, take it away, my friend.
Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole me comb. That's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty. She is the belle of Dublin City. She's a courtin' 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me? Well, Albert Money says he loves her, and all the boys are fighting for her. They knock at the door, they ring at the bell. Hello, me true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murphy says she'll die if she doesn't get the fellow with the roving eye. Oh, she is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Dublin City. She's a courtin' 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow through. Snow came shoveling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie. She'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she goes home. Let them all come as they will, it's Albert Mooney that she loves still. Oh, she is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Dublin City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls all alone. They pulled me hair and they stole me comb, and that's all right till I go home. She is a handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Dublin City. She's the courtin' 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Well, Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. They knock at the door and they ring at the bell, hello me true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murphy says she'll die if she doesn't get the fella with the roving eye. Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, snow come shoveling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she goes home. Let them all come as they will, it's Albert Mooney that she loves still. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled me hair and they stole me comb, but that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Dublin City. She's the courtin' 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
Hey now!
Ay,
Wow!
bigashi bigori.
That's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good.
I like doing those songs.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting. We haven't really seen that side of you when it comes to Jumper plays the guitar.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, in honor of St. Patrick's Day,
That's right.
and also you got a little JB plays the guitar coming up at 1:00 because John Bird's gone for the rest of the week.
Okay, I'm going to give you a little hint. It's a song for the ladies.
Oh wow!
Uh-oh.
So a song for the ladies on the
And the dudes, but that would be weird. But, I mean, they'll like it, too.
But it's an early John Bird plays the guitar because you're going to be out Wednesday through Monday. I'll be out Friday and Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I think Monday we're doing a best of. Is that Monday or Friday?
No, Friday will be a best of, and Monday,
Brian Dawson.
Brian Dawson's coming in, man. That's huge.
Yeah. Love Brian Dawson. I think y'all really enjoy him. He's the CEO of 1819 News, and he's on top of. He's actually been with Turning Point USA, and doing these Prove Me Wrong tent events that I've told y'all about them. That he's had at Montevallo, and I think he had them in North Alabama, and then there's some other speaking engagements. But he's getting after it. What's crazy is when he goes, I watched the one, they posted the one from Montevallo on YouTube, and you could probably look up Brian Dawson or 1819 News and on YouTube and find it if you want to watch it. But he has to have his own security and even wear a bulletproof vest while doing those events, which is crazy.
Sad, man.
That's the day and age we're living in. So real quick, because I want to talk about this Jamel Brown guy who's running for governor when we get back on the other side. But first, let me give you a quick rundown of what people are saying. Richard the Cop says, "Great job, JB." Kenny says, "JB, put me in the mood to chase some snakes out of Ireland." Jerry says, "Good Lord, I'd rather listen to Ish talk."
Really?
Yeah, he really.
Well, I'm so sorry that I disappointed you. Hopefully, the next song I do won't upset you.
Jerry really hates you. I mean, he hates your guts.
He does.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Jonah says, "I would normally text Go Bird and fight Mill, but I don't really like Irish music, so I will simply say John Bird rocks."
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Steven Work Truck says outstanding. Scott says, hey, John Bird, what do you call a blonde doing a headstand?
Oh gosh.
A brunette with bad breath. Bubba Rumble says that's a straight up Irish banger. Jay Bizzle has a lot of talent hiding under his kilt, if you know what I mean. Walter says it was great. Jerry is stupid.
Thank you, brother.
Tracy says, cool. Did Johnny O'Carroll write that, JB?
No, this song's been around for many hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years?
About 300 years, I believe.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Well, you get that and more tonight. O'Sherry Island Pub. What did I say? 1095?
Mm-hmm. Coosa Island Road.
Cropwell, Alabama. Let's see y'all there. I'll be there. Y'all make sure to come up and say hey to us. We had Tracy, the mail lady, when Trish and I were there Saturday. Tracy came up to us and said hi. We just happened to sit at the table beside, I guess, her and her husband. And she came over to the table. She's like, are you Andrew Mclain? She's like, I actually didn't notice you. I noticed Trish first, which is fine. But always cool to meet you guys out and about. And hopefully that'll be the case tonight. I know it's Tuesday. I'm not going to be there super late. John Bird's got a early start tomorrow as well. So we're going to be there long enough to listen to John Bird.
Yeah, I'll finish up around 9. So
yeah, it'll be good. So with that said, 205-545-9950. When I come back, Jamel Brown, a guy running on the Democrat ticket for governor. You're not going to believe this guy. You may have already heard about him, but when I tell you some of the stuff he's posting on social media, your mind's going to be blown. I just found a picture of Marco Rubio dressed in a leprechaun outfit,
No, you didn't.
and one was regular him, and the other side was leprechaun him, and it said Marco Rubio, and then it said Mark O'Rubio.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Was he really dressed?
No, it was Photoshop.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Jamel Jermaine Brown, he's running as a Democrat for the governor of Alabama. And this dude is an absolute loon. I now have him flooding my feed because I kind of did a deep dive on who he is. And I'm seeing his reels and his post and everything else. And he's a pastor, by the way. He says he's a pastor. I don't know what church he's a pastor of, but he claims he's a pastor, right? And in one video, it showed him talking. He was standing there in a shirt, a button-up shirt, but it was open, and he's got no shirt underneath. And he's like, "Listen, y'all, spring is here. This is my favorite time of year." He's like, "The ass is going to be shaking, water balloon fights, and we out here loving life and just enjoying life."
And he's a pastor.
And he said, "If you don't like it, F you, you're blocked."
Dang.
One of his campaign posters that he's posted online says, "Bring Pornhub back to Alabama. Freedom, choice, common sense. I am Jamel Brown, and I approve this message."
Man.
In another one, he posted his list of 20 things he's going to do. And let's see. Jamel Brown, day 1. He posted a list. Crap, I'm gonna have to. I have to type this in because I have to find it. I don't have the poster. As governor, he says, "On my first day in office as governor of Alabama, I will sign 20 executive orders to put the people of Alabama first." Now, John Bird, tell me what you think of these. Number 1 is legalize and tax marijuana for personal use.
Okay.
2, pardon nonviolent offenders in state prisons. I don't know if that means all nonviolent offenders. I mean,
Certain. I could possibly see that.
maybe certain. Who knows? He doesn't specify. Number 3, eliminate state tax on groceries. Not bad, right? Legalize.
So far, so good.
Legalize and tax the lottery. That's good. $3,000 stimulus checks for those making under $100,000. Don't know how the state of Alabama is going to afford that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Restore law and order in crime-ridden cities.
Yes, Lord, yes.
Put parents back in charge of education.
Okay.
That's number 7. Number 8 is legalize sex stores.
Okay.
Number 9 is bring prayer back in school.
Yes.
Right under legalizing sex stores.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Number 10, invest in Alabama businesses. Number 11, pay raise for all state employees. Number 12, make Montgomery a strip club city. Number 13, 3-month grace period for utility bills. Number 14, raise minimum wage to $25 an hour.
Okay.
Number 15, support our veterans. Number 16, strengthen the child support system. Number 17, clean up the DHR system. Number 18, expand SNAP benefits for working families. Number 19, tougher laws against elderly abuse. And number 20, expand affordable home ownership.
You know, I mean, 15 of those were really, really good, and then there was some left field ones in there.
Yeah. Well, let me just read some of what I'm seeing on his post. This is just from the past 24 hours. This one says, sperm is spiritual. Listen to your pastor. He said, the semen of a man is a point of contact. Wherever a man leaves his sperm, the place has now been marked as a territory of conception. I don't even want to go through all that. Then he's talking about women. He said, pay close attention if a woman stops getting jealous, asking questions, texting first. This seems more like okay. This one, again, past 24 hours, I'm just reading his statuses.
Okay.
I'm about to drink this Mad Dog 2020 and cuss the world out tonight. This one says, y'all be yelling, make this public, Governor, and the post be about you. Okay, try now. He then says, let me get this off my chest right now. I see all the attacks, slander, and insults against me. Yes, they bringing up everything I posted on Facebook. That's all they can and is using against me, LOL. I am a pastor, community activist, talk show host, content creator, and social media entertainer.
I just got to say this, pastor of what? I mean...
He says, attention, Alabama. Like it or not, when I become governor of Alabama, marijuana will be 100% legal to smoke and sell in our state. The marijuana plant was created by God, not humans. No government, no man on earth has the right to stop people from using or benefited from a plant that God made. Okay, whatever. This one says, as governor, you will never be penalized or ticketed for not having auto insurance. There will be only 3 requirements to legally operate a vehicle in the state of Alabama: a driver's license, vehicle registration, and a license tag.
No. No, you can't do that.
Well, he finally cut the comments off of that one because when I was reading them last night, everybody was like, are you crazy? He posted that. When I looked at it, he had posted it 12 hours prior. 4 hours after that, he posted a comment and says, I changed my mind. Yes to auto insurance, but must have lower rates, period. But he cut all the comments off, so you can't see it. That's why I took a screenshot, because I saw that coming. Attention, Alabama. This post may not get many likes from some of the younger crowd, but it must be said. As governor of Alabama, I will work to raise the age of consent for sexual activity from 16 to 20 years old. This one says, as governor of the great state of Alabama, I will sign an executive order to remove mandatory drug testing requirements for employment.
One good one, one bad one. One good one,
as
one
governor
bad
of Alabama, I want every citizen to prosper in life. That is why I will make Alabama the your job is your credit state. Credit checks will no longer determine your future. If you have a steady job and proof of income, you should be able to buy a car, buy a home, auto loans. All of this is just like crazy stuff that he's throwing. Like he's not going to be able to do any of this stuff as governor. It's just this guy's. I got a lot more to say about him though.